Folks, get ready for this one. Deep in the Peruvian Andes, where the clouds cling to the mountains like ancient secrets, something incredible has just happened. Archaeologists, braving the wild, untamed jungle, have stumbled upon a lost world. Imagine over 100 ancient structures hidden for centuries suddenly revealed. This isn't just a few scattered ruins, my friends, we're talking about a significant settlement, a testament to a mysterious civilization known as the Chachapoya, the warriors of the clouds. This find is rewriting what we thought we knew about them, and the adventure is just beginning. It's the kind of discovery that makes your heart race and your mind reel with possibilities. What else is hidden out there? The location itself sounds like something straight out of an adventure novel. We're talking about the Rio Abiseo National Park, a place so remote, so dense with vegetation, that it's kept its secrets guarded for an eternity. This isn't your average walk in the park. This is a high-altitude cloud forest, a realm of mist, steep cliffs, and biodiversity that's off the charts. For centuries, these mountains have whispered tales of lost cities and forgotten peoples, and now those whispers have roared into a full-blown shout. This discovery is a huge deal, a major breakthrough in understanding the pre-Columbian history of South America. Think about the sheer thrill of it. One moment, you're pushing through thick jungle foliage, the air heavy with moisture, and the sounds of unseen creatures. The next, you're standing before stone walls, circular houses, and ceremonial platforms that haven't seen human eyes for generations. The scale of it is breathtaking, over 100 structures. This means more homes, more temples, more clues to how these enigmatic people lived, fought, and worshipped among the peaks. It's a huge puzzle, and we've just found a massive new piece. Who knows what other wonders lie hidden beneath the jungle canopy, waiting for us to find them. Adventure is out there. Let's talk about where this incredible discovery was made. Rio Abiseo National Park in Peru. This place is truly special. It's not just a national park, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for both its cultural and natural significance. Picture this, steep, jungle-covered mountains that soar into the clouds, creating a unique ecosystem teeming with rare wildlife. We're talking spectacled bears, yellow-tailed woolly monkeys, and countless species of birds and orchids. But beneath this lush green carpet, the park holds ancient secrets, the legacy of the Chachapoya people who called this challenging landscape home. The park is vast, covering over 2,700 square kilometers of rugged, remote terrain. Much of it is incredibly difficult to access, which is precisely why it has managed to preserve these archaeological wonders for so long. The Chachapoya, often called the Cloud People or Warriors of the Clouds, deliberately chose these high-altitude, defensible locations to build their settlements. They lived literally among the clouds, in areas that offered natural protection and stunning, if daunting, views. This challenging environment shaped their culture, their architecture, and their spirit. They were masters of their domain, carving out a life in a place most would deem uninhabitable. The significance of Rio Abiseo National Park as an archaeological zone cannot be overstated. Before this latest find, the park was already famous for sites like Gran Pajatan and Los Pinchudos, incredible Chachapoya complexes known for their unique stone architecture and cliffside tombs. This new discovery of over 100 structures adds another massive piece to that puzzle. It makes you wonder how many more such sites are out there, silently waiting in the embrace of the cloud forest, holding on to the stories of these ancient guardians. So, who were these Chachapoya, these warriors of the clouds? They were a distinct and fascinating culture that flourished in the northern Andes of Peru from around 800 AD until their conquest by the Inca Empire in the late 15th century. Even after being incorporated into the Inca realm, they remained a rebellious and fiercely independent people. The Incas themselves respected and perhaps even feared the Chachapoya, noting their martial prowess and the challenging terrain they inhabited. Their very name, given by the Incas, is thought to mean cloud people, a fitting description for a civilization that made its home in the high-altitude cloud forests. What really sets the Chachapoya apart is their unique architecture. They are famous for their circular stone buildings, often adorned with distinctive friezes featuring zigzag patterns, condors, and feline figures. These structures were typically built on elevated platforms or terraces integrated into the steep hillsides. One of their most iconic sites is Cuilap, a massive walled city often called the Machu Picchu of the North. Cuilap, with its towering walls and hundreds of round houses, gives us a glimpse into the scale and sophistication of Chachapoya society. These weren't primitive huts, they were carefully constructed dwellings and ceremonial centers, built to last and to impress. Beyond their impressive stone cities, the Chachapoya had a rich cultural and spiritual life. They were skilled weavers and potters, and their funerary practices were particularly striking. They often interred their elite dead in sarcophagi, human-shaped coffins, placed in inaccessible cliffside locations like the famous Chachapoya sarcophagi. This practice suggests a deep reverence for their ancestors and a belief system intricately tied to the landscape, the sky, and the afterlife. This new discovery of over 100 structures adds so much more to their story, offering fresh insights into their daily lives, their community organization, and their enduring legacy as the true masters of the cloud forests. Section 4, Jungle-Piercing Tech, How We Found the Lost City. Now, you might be wondering, how do you find over 100 hidden structures in a place as dense and remote as the Rio Abiseo cloud forest? It's not like you can just wander around and stumble upon them easily. The jungle is thick, the terrain is treacherous, and visibility can be near zero. Well, this is where modern technology comes in and plays a starring role. Archaeologists are increasingly turning to amazing tools that allow them to see through the dense canopy, and one of the most game-changing technologies is LiDAR. That stands for light detection and ranging. And folks, it's like having X-ray vision for the landscape. Here's how LiDAR works, in a nutshell. An aircraft, often a plane or a drone, flies over the target area. It shoots down millions of laser pulses towards the ground. These laser beams bounce off the surfaces they hit, whether it's the top of a tree, a leaf, or, crucially, the actual ground surface beneath the vegetation. By measuring the time it takes for these pulses to return, LiDAR can create incredibly detailed three-dimensional maps of the terrain. Sophisticated software can then filter out the vegetation, essentially stripping away the jungle layer by layer, to reveal what lies hidden underneath. It's pure genius. Before LiDAR, archaeologists would have to rely on grueling, slow, and often dangerous ground surveys. With LiDAR, vast swaths of land can be surveyed quickly and efficiently, pinpointing potential archaeological sites with remarkable accuracy. Section 5, The Clouds Speak Again, What This Discovery Means and the Adventure Ahead. So, what's the big deal about finding another 100 Chachapoya structures? Well, it's huge. Each new site, especially one of this scale, adds invaluable pieces to the grand puzzle of the past. These structures aren't just rocks, they are data points. They tell us about population density, how communities were organized, their building techniques, and possibly even their social hierarchy. Discovering a cluster of over 100 previously unknown buildings can significantly change our understanding of the Chachapoya's reach and the complexity of their society within the Rio Abiseo region. It suggests their presence was even more extensive than we previously documented. This discovery also highlights the incredible richness of Rio Abiseo National Park as a historical treasure chest. It reinforces the need for its continued protection, not just for its unique biodiversity, but for its irreplaceable cultural heritage. The cloud forests that have guarded these secrets for so long are fragile. Threats like deforestation, climate change, and potential looting are ever present. Uncovering these sites is the first step. Preserving them for future generations is the crucial next challenge. It's a responsibility we all share to ensure these echoes from the past aren't silenced forever. These finds fuel the argument for more resources dedicated to conservation and research. The implications for future archaeological work are also immense. If a discovery of this magnitude can be made now, with the help of technologies like LiDAR, what else is still out there, waiting to be found? It ignites the imagination and fuels the passion for exploration. There are vast areas of the Andes, and indeed other remote parts of the world, that remain largely unexplored from an archaeological perspective. This find in Peru will undoubtedly inspire more surveys, more expeditions, and hopefully more incredible revelations about the civilizations that came before us. The story of humanity is still being written, or rather, uncovered. So what's next? The adventure is far from over. Keep searching.